Hello, everybody, and happy Thursday. And we are getting closer and closer to the holidays. Christmas is coming, and then it's New Year. And today we were talking with Elle, coming up with the topic of self love expression and taking our power back. Elle.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Yes. So the reason we want to talk about that, because I guess both of us in a different kind of way, we had clients this week that they're questioning how they're going to interact with their family because of their limiting belief of what they have kind of in the back of their mind. One of my clients said, "Oh, I have anxiety going to my family's place because we dig deep and then we figured out she thinks that her brother is better than her. So it's just limiting beliefs about herself that she's not a good person or she's not worthy. There was another example that she didn't want to go, or she had anxiety again to go to the family get together next week because her mother always had the power over her. She had to do everything for the mother. And now that she's putting some boundaries, they have some crashes starting with that. So I told her that, the communication part has to be open and you have to, invite you to be vulnerable when you go there, but at the same time, stay in your power and just exactly tell her where you are and what makes you happy. It has nothing to do with who she is and what she wants or what she does. So it's limiting beliefs about ourselves comes from not loving ourselves. Basically, that's one of the reasons. And so if I kind of invite you guys to ask us questions. I know that you may listen to this later on, but you can always send us questions and we'd be happy to answer it. So if I don't know, you like to talk about your side of the story.
Yes, first of all, I just wanted to kind of, feed more into the story that you shared, because I think this situation is
sure.
it's not unique to your one client, right? I think a lot of
it's not.
people facing this situation with the relatives, and then people, especially coming from the place of like people pleasers who always think about everybody else but themselves. Okay, what is that relative is gonna say, what is that person gonna say, and at the end of the day they feel miserable themselves because they are trying to fit into everybody's standards. And let me tell you, as much as people are gonna try to fit in everybody's standards, they are still not going to be good enough, as Elle said, right? So first and foremost, it's important to respect your own self-love, have self-love for yourself, and ask the question, what is really comfortable for me? And that's where comes the boundaries as well, right? Know it where to put your boundaries so people don't overstep it. And I understand that this is the family, but at the same token, the family also has to understand, where their opinion is welcome and when there is nothing they can do, because we are all independent, autonomous, or we are the highest authority for ourselves. And that's exactly how it should be viewed. And just, stand your ground and claim your power, because it's so important. You cannot just follow everybody's order. You cannot just being there for somebody else good when it really is not resonating with who you are.
Yes. So basically it's the self-awareness comes. So before you get to that space that that you're going to get triggered from the past experiences, be aware of that situation. And then the second thing is action, and the action can be just communication. So in your process, before you go to that event or get together, really sit down and meditate and really look inside, to so you're aware of what has happened in the past, and also look at how you want to interact based on who you are today, not you who have you been in the past, I don't know, last year or 10 years ago, but today, because yeah, we all evolve. And if you're conscious on a daily basis of your own wants and needs and emotions, then you can do the same thing when you're in that interaction with the family.
So important. And there is another story that I also wanted to share. So
Sure.
I had the consult with one of the potential clients, and she was in love with the program that I was offering. But then she said, you know what, I have to ask my husband. And I think this is the moment of awareness for each one of us, that, okay, although we have husbands or significant others, at the end of the day, it's our decision and it's our choice. What do we do with this life? So any financial situation shouldn't stop anybody to pursue something that they want to pursue. And what is the most important thing is to realize that you have to take the leadership skills, knowing that the way to communicate correctly, the way to approach your other half is would be come and say, honey, I know that you love me. And this is something that I decided to do for myself, because this is something that gives me life. This is something that I truly want to pursue. And I want just your support. And when you come from that energy of action, but I'd rather just want your support on that, that's a completely different ball game. And that's exactly what we have to learn in the process to do, because we don't know, we don't want to depend on somebody all our life, because this way we are not living to the fullest, because we always have to consult somebody else before we consult ourselves. Elle, what do you think about it?
You know, it's kind of nice to have that communication skill and communicate what your needs are to the other person, and decide on your own if you want to take that class or that job or whatever it is that you have deciding. And of course, you have to communicate and talk it over, but then that shouldn't be the you shouldn't consider the other person to tell you what to do, basically. It's just the communication, that exactly what you said. It's, you know, this is a class that I want to take. I really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be best for me. I wanted to just share this with you. And I would like your support on this. And if I have to do this and this, can you help me with these other chores or whatever it is that, you know, you have to do, or he or she can help you in the process. It's all about the communication, and it's all about how you feel about yourself, how aware you are about your feelings about this class, this step that you want to take, this, you know, anything that you want to do. I invite you to ask yourself first, is that for my highest benefit? Is this going to be for the family's benefit? First for you and then the whole family. Yes. Maybe then you decide you want to take it in 2 months, not right now. When it's this and this are done, you know, it's fine, as long as it's the decision that you're taking, you know, the step that you're taking and understanding and communicating with your partner.
Yeah, those skills are very, very important. And I know that nobody was teaching us that in schools or universities. And this is something that we are learning and picking up, obviously, when we grow and we have the mentorship or we have the coaching. And then obviously we are staying in that group of support of like-minded people, right? Somebody who has similar goals, somebody who has similar interests, somebody who is there to understand you on a different level. Because a lot of times when we do this kind of work, we feel like strangers and outsiders because our close surroundings are not the people who are in the same loop, because they just live in their normal life, come on our thinking, right? So it's very important when we start working on ourselves to really, really be in the group of like-minded people and supportive
Ex-
people, and have that accountability and support, knowing that no matter what, somebody's got your back.
exactly. So have those people around you that they can support you. They're like-minded, and that's the key to be in that space that you want to be. I mean, self-growth is all about interactions with the people that are in the same space as you are, so you can communicate, learn from them, and they can learn from you, and that's how it works on a daily basis or a monthly basis. Yes.
That's beautiful. So I wanted to give a good tip for everyone, because as we said, there's going to be the time with the family when the holidays, everybody's getting together. Set the intentions before you go for that visit to the in-laws or to your parents or to any kind of relatives or friends. Set the intentions, because that's exactly how our energy works, and a lot of people don't understand it, but that's exactly how it is. So we direct our energy on the outcome that we desire. So before, let's say you go in the evening to see everybody, or daytime, in the morning, set those intentions that everything is going to be smooth, everything is going to be beautiful, and you're going to have a blast, you're going to have a beautiful, beautiful time together, and see how things are going to unfold. Because unless you try, you wouldn't experience it. So before saying no to something, try it and see where it's going to take you, because we already know how to operate from our regular mind of and how we are thinking on a daily basis. So why don't we try something new and see where it's going to take us?
I have one tip. So sometimes it's maybe easier if there is an interaction. Yes, put the intention before you go there. But when you're in that space and somebody asks you a question or something that is really not in the way that you would expecting it, then you can excuse yourself and just say, you know what, I'll be right back. Go outside, go to your car, go to the bathroom, somewhere, and really sit down or look in the mirror and ask yourself those questions. See how you want to answer the other person's question or how you want to communicate with them, because that space of time will give you a way of kind of getting yourself back together, and then you can go outside and then have the conversation. So it's going to be easier for you if you do it a couple of times. Then then you're going to become that self-aware person on a regular basis. It's always good to say, I'll be right back, or give me a minute to think about it, or something like that. And very kindly and nicely, you can always excuse yourself and come back.
I have the tip. It's straight into the face, because I'm very blunt. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo. No joke. The way I would deal, I would say, I'm sorry, this is not the right place and not the right time to talk about it. And I would just excuse myself and go on about my business.
Yeah.
So we just have to see whatever, See, like two different approaches. So pick one. You can choose whatever works for you. But this would be me. Like, why would I have to like really think how am I going to answer if I, let's say, the question that they are asking make me feel uncomfortable? I have the full right not to answer that question and just say that this is not the right place and not the right time to talk about it. And that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And let them think about whatever they want to think, because regardless the way we answer, they still gonna have their own opinions. So why would we care about somebody's opinion?
Yes.
It's just the opinion. So give yourself lots and lots of love and take your power back, because you're powerful beyond the measure. And we just have to continuously reminding ourselves about it.
Exactly. That's why self-love comes. And that's, I mean, the two different approach, it depends who you are. I'm a straightforward person, but when it comes to like kind of very straightforward in a different kind of scenarios, I just tell them, I have to talk to you later, or let me think about it. I'm not very straightforward like Irina, but this is how I am, and this is what Irina, the way that she approaches people or talks to people. So it's okay, whichever way you're comfortable with.
Yeah. Again, we're just showing you that no matter what you do, just do something that makes, like make you feel connected to the heart. Just listen to your heart and see how you want to respond to any given question. But
Yes,
it's something that takes practice, but with the time you would know how to deal with this kind of situations better and better. It's all about practice makes it perfect.
exactly.
All right, everybody, that was a nice episode, and just wishing everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and we'll see each other before the new year. So just enjoy this time of the year. Don't overthink, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Keep loving yourself and everybody around. And we love you too. All the best, and see you on the next episode.
Happy holidays. Bye, everybody.